Say hi, Sam. You know you're on camera. Sim is happy. Benji left. It was very lovely to take care of him. Um, he had trouble not being number one, so I had to do a lot of things to make him feel like part of the team. he he at first came and she swore he was potty trained, and he started marking his territory. I think this is a male quality. Um, I'm switching it up this week or the next month because I still have therapy sessions. Aw, I'm so glad you're here, Mr. August. Um, yeah, therapy went really well. I think I'm on session number 5. I think so. And I went this morning and I decided that today I was just going to just do therapy and come back home and come back to the dogs. A lot of my wrist exercises are working. When I first get there, I get like a chart from like 10 being the most pain you feel to 1 the less pain you feel. So I started out I think at 8 when I first started, and now I'm at 5. So what happens is when I get there, I either do alignment first from the chiropractor, and then I'll get physical therapy based on my carpal tunnel. I'll get like massage, and then they'll say, "Oh, my left shoulder." My left shoulder was really what brought me there, so I'll get like some massage on my left shoulder. Oh, my sis! Oh, what are you doing still up? You should be sleeping. But yeah, Benji just left with his mother, and I shared with her. It's only 12:30. Well, you're always 6 hours ahead of me. um, so she was here, and we were talking a lot. We had a very profound discussion. She didn't recognize like everything that I've gone through or whatever. So at therapy, everyone's like, "That's the girl that does the archery." Every time I tell people, "Oh yeah, she does archery," I was like, "Yeah, you know, I feel confident. Like one day, if somebody breaks in, I'll be able to throw an arrow at them and do some damage." But that was so fun. Yes, I'm gonna go. So Saturdays will be therapy, Sundays will be archery, and then Monday therapy, and then Tuesday the what do you call it, the competition or the league, the archery league. I'm so excited about that. I think I got a rhythm going. Ooh. Right, Siam? Siam, you sleeping? Sleeping? Yeah, he's with you. Yeah, so thank you, sis. You're the best. That's what I'll do. I I am very much, I don't know, drawn to be more collaborative. Um, Yesterday I spoke with the lady that runs the NF Bravely Being You call, and she spoke of wanting to pull in more NF women and draw them out. She's 80 years old and she follows me on Quora. Um, and what I could say is that I've had a mutually growth experience with NF women. So I'm going to read what I shared by somebody anonymous today. That was my whole intent today. Um, but it's but I pulled the ant spirit today. Time to collaborate. Didn't see the cat, please. Look at you staring at you, August. All right, let me read this and then I'm gonna close this out. This was written 3 years ago. Where is it? How can you move on after being rejected by an INFJ? First off, I think rejection is redirection, divine protection. But let's see how this goes. You cannot, especially if you have received the INFJ's love before the rejection. I say this from experience. I need to vent about this, and this seems like the perfect place. I was involved with an INFJ back in 2015. She was all I dreamed of, had everything I wanted in a woman. It was crazy. We had a connection I'd only read about in books. Friends told me that they couldn't believe my good luck. She was accomplished, beautiful, amazing, and the most considerate individual I'd ever known. But I took her for granted. While she was being honest and straightforward with her feelings, I tried to play her up. You see, her feelings for me and the connection we had was just so impossible. Even I was unwilling to believe it. I never dated anyone like her before, so I treated her like the usual girls I dated, expecting her to be dishonest and assuming she'd be playing hard to get. So she broke up with me after several hints and warnings and disappeared. I tell you, man, these years that we've been apart have been the worst years of my life. For a long time, I couldn't eat or sleep, and I started to flop at work. I slipped into a depression. My boss had to order me to go through counseling. Thankfully, a transfer opening came up in Japan, and I grabbed it like a lifeline, thinking I'd forget her once I got here and I can put everything behind me. But still, I can't. Everything reminds me of her. I really own up to my mistakes. I've tried to get her back, but it seems she must have door slammed me, and added to that, my courage kept failing me. I kept dreading that I might make things worse. Apparently, she got married in 2018. Okay, 3 years after she left you. Early 2019, I met her accidentally. I didn't know she was married, and I again tried to get her back. Oh my God, she's married. She told me if I tried hard enough then, she would have succumbed eventually, but I didn't. I was just so afraid of losing her forever that I didn't even try hard enough. How ironic. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? That hit me hard. I have lived with the regret of losing her for 5 years now, and it doesn't get any easier. Believe me, I've tried dating again. And although I try to not compare them to her, I keep missing the connection we had. None of them quite reached the recesses of my heart like she did. Each relationship has left me empty. Dating an INFJ makes you set impossible standards for any relationships after. The rest just don't even compare. I read a lot of stories here on horror about people's experience dating INFJs, and the one recurring message is to hold on tight to the one you've got because you'll always regret losing them. I don't know how far you've gone in the relationship before the rejection, but I'll advise you to try to get her back if you can. Exhaust all possible means so that you can at least ease your regrets a bit. I doubt you'll find another connection like her. Well, unless you find another INFJ, and what are the odds of that? You tell me. Everything they say about the uniqueness of the type is true. If you can't get her back, welcome to the club, man. I feel ya. 37,000 views, 611 upvotes, and 14 shares. One including mine in 3 years. And baby, thanks for joining and listening. Simba, get up. Say bye-bye. Simbi! Oh, say bye-bye, Simbi. Bye, August. Bye, Ivy. Talk to you soon. See you on the flip side.